Fritz VCR Theater.
Argon Fritz.
Argon Fritz VCR Theater.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Superboy Sunday. Woo! Yo, we're so excited for Superboy. Did you guys watch the game? I didn't watch it. I always watch it the next day because the suspense is too much for me. I can't do it. I'm like, who's gonna win? It's too suspenseful. That's why I gotta go see spoilers for every movie online before I see it. I cannot stand not knowing. Sitting there in the theater being like, is Spider-Man actually gonna get decapitated in front of Aunt May right now? I don't have to deal with that stress. Life is uncertain enough. I don't need to worry about who's going to win the big game, guys. I know it's called Super Bowl. I know it's not called Superboy. It's a joke. Learn to take a joke, folks. Guys, I'm going to play some really fun stuff on Argon Fritz VCR Theater today. We're going to start out with some sports bloopers. This promises to be some of the funniest sports-related shit you've ever seen. I also want to make damn sure I have my little extra thing here. Right. Okay. Let's watch this. Let's watch this special presentation. All right. You can still hear me. Okay, let's watch this. This is going to be fun. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oh.
It's colossal. It's amazing.
I got it.
Oh. Guys, is this funny or what?
It's stupendous. Oops.
Oops.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes, the football follies are back.
Back? I didn't see the first one, or first 10. Jesus, is that too loud? I love this. How appropriate is that? I did not watch this yet. I did not know it was so Superboy themed. But they have the theme songs ripping off Superman, so they got that wrong.
Hi, I'm Steve
Hi.
Sable, and welcome to our latest collection of football's greatest bloopers and blunders. Some 20 years ago, NFL Films pioneered the first sports follies film of any kind, and today, the football bloopers
And it
are
made us
more
a
popular
fucking
than ever.
billion.
Now, the player of the 1980s is, as the cliche goes, bigger,
How many takes do you
stronger,
think
and
this guy had
faster
to
than the
do?
players of the past.
10,000?
That hasn't
I'm going with
stopped today's
10,000.
stars from committing some of the most outrageous mistakes ever seen on a football field.
Are
Now,
these
for the next
mistakes
hour,
or
you're going to see the very latest in football follies. Moves not likely to be celebrated at next summer's
Like
coaching clinic.
this move that you're doing right
Ridiculous
now?
Plays that should never have left the drawing board.
Should never have left.
That flickered briefly, then died. You've got a front
This
row
guy's
seat
knees are going to
for
ache
some
like the
madcap
dickens when he's
moments that
done.
The players themselves would prefer you'd forget.
Oh, I bet. But fucking Football Follies has to drag out all the skeletons in my closet.
Let us all bow our heads in a moment.
Let us all bow our heads.
With
Bow
each
your
one
heads.
expressing
Remember
his
that
own
from
thoughts
Planet
before
of the
this
Apes?
important Game.
Bow your
Merciful
head.
Father, bond us closer than ever with our own teammates.
Look,
Bless us with inner strength and sturdy legs.
they need more sound effects.
We fervently seek
There
to
we go.
accept our bounty graciously, never to return our gifts in spite or malice.
Perfect.
We pray
Oh, it's perfect. Guys, they should have hired me. It's fucking, I don't know what they were thinking with this bit here, but woof.
and should our hearts grow heavy,
My
let
God.
us recall the words of the prophets. Let thy rod and staff
Okay,
be
this
a
is boring.
comfort in
We gotta
troubled
go ahead.
times. Exult
Yeah.
gladly in victory. Regard thy
Oh.
foe with honor and
I'm
respect.
so sorry, guys. Okay, that was such a boring bit to start off with. Man, I hope that doesn't.
In pro football, the quarterback
Bode.
is the undisputed center of the universe. He
I
gets
hope it
paid
bodes.
the big bucks.
I don't know.
We
I hope
hang
that's
on his every
it's a
word.
bogus bode.
We yearn to see his feats of daring do. But sometimes,
Holy
at the moment,
crap, this is boring.
this godlike prince of passers.
This
gets
godlike
rude
prince of
awakening.
passes. Can we watch Urkel and B. Arthur again? Yo, oh, I gotta get my sound effects. Oh, this is fun. Sound effects off.
Defenders with big biceps and bad breath can send
bad
nervous
breath.
quarterbacks rapidly in reverse.
Why are so many of these the same?
The knees grow weak, the turf gets slick, and down go our fearless passers.
Yeah. Guys.
Sometimes their grip on the football is less than iron. But who can blame the quarterback when his receivers are also cursed with hands that go clank in the night?
Cursed with hands. Okay, this is terrible.
A friendly round
And I can't tell whose sound effects are whose anymore. Okay, Jesus. Pardon my French. Is Jesus French?
the least of a
Oh, come on. There's got to be something good here, right? Jesus. Who's this guy with the pink sweater? I want season 2 finale Walter White sweater. What do we got? Where's the pink sweater guy?
is made, by and large,
Did I invent that? Did I make that up? Well, this guy looks good. He looks like maybe one of the Menendez brothers. Oh, it's the same guy again.
Nothing can happen in a
Nothing.
football game until the center hikes the ball. Once that snap is made, almost anything can occur. And sometimes it isn't what the coaching staff had in mind. Now, the physical act of snapping the ball seems quite easy.
This guy,
center
this
just
guy should be on the
passes ball
Sopranos.
between his legs
Hey.
to the quarterback. That doesn't sound
Guy
good.
talking about a quarterback.
Sometimes even this simple skill gets fouled up and sets off some of the wildest bloopers on a football field.
Holy shit,
Taking
bro.
a snap from center, you know, it's supposed to be the
Bobby
easiest thing to
Brister,
do.
man.
Sometimes you take it
What
for
a name.
granted.
Okay, this is fucking boring.
much.
Let's
Hitting
move
him
on.
in the palm,
We haven't
the
got all
ball
night
hits
here.
him
Oh, there's the guy with this pink sweater.
Here we had the ball.
Here, the ball.
Football.
Wait, let's hear that guy talk again. Rear the ball.
Earlier in the year, we were
Rear
playing
the
against
ball.
San Diego, and
Rear
we
the
snapped the
ball.
ball at a sort
Snap
of
the
a
ball.
right angle.
Rear the
I don't know
ball.
why that happened.
Bubba Brister. What was that guy's name? Babby Brookler?
One year we're doing a pass protection drill during training.
One year we're
camp.
doing
I
a
wasn't
pass
participating
protection
for whatever reason.
participating,
And,
whatever
we
reason.
always would snap it. We'd have a guy there.
God, did any of these guys tell a story?
I'm absent-mindedly, snapping it over and over and over. Well, all of a sudden, Hannafin wanted to move into the shotgun formation. And I just wasn't paying any attention at all. So I'm leaned over the football. And Hannafin goes, hut, hut. And on that second half, I snapped the football, but I forgot I didn't have a quarterback. And let me tell you something. When you rocket that ball up into your groin, and there ain't nobody there with his hands to catch it, it's a disastrous set of events. Go! Hut, hut, boom! I go right over, and I'm on the ground with my knees on my chest for 5 minutes. And I didn't talk in the same voice for a week.
Pardon me. Oh,
We asked the guys around the NFL to, come on, make a funny face.
Dude. Who did this again? By the way, this is courtesy of B4X. Uploaded this to YouTube. Thanks, B4. Thanks, Beefer. Oh boy. See, they don't have a. They have to use royalty-free stuff. I can do the. Or whatever. Where is it? I couldn't avoid it before. Now I can't find it. Okay, guys, maybe this other one is even better. Can you imagine? I just like the intro to this one. I watched a little bit of this earlier. Sports Illustrated presents. I actually didn't watch any of it. I just made sure. I clicked ahead to make sure it wasn't porn. You gotta love that. Video Toaster, maybe, did this? Wow. Did Terry Gilliam direct this? Wait, I don't have to do that myself. I got my thing.
Innocent athletes of the 20s and 30s.
In the beginning, the innocent athletes of 20 and fucking.
They just took weird shots and wore strange clothing. And so we laughed at them today. But by the 40s, they were actually trying to entertain and amuse, as each sport developed its own distinctive folly style.
As each sport slowly and boringly evolved over time.
In the 50s,
The fuck?
giants of the
This looks like
genre
found
emerged,
footage, man.
and interest in sports humor
This is Big Man
exploded.
Japan. Ever seen that movie? Holy shit.
The 60s and 70s saw a rogues gallery of colorful characters
Wee-wee-woo.
humanize the follies.
The
Soon,
Base
we were
Boys,
plunging
right?
headlong
But
into the
Baseball
80s.
Boys? The Ball Boys.
Today, big league athletes can pull off a sensational stat,
Oh, yeah.
then make a fabulous faux pas. Somehow, that's so reassuring to all the rest of us.
Not really. It's kind of awkward and... Yeah. I don't know. I'm not big into Schadenfreude, you know what I'm saying? It's not my bag.
Someone this good can commit the greatest sports follies.
The bigger they come, the harder they fall. I mean, this intro is just fun. Who cares if this thing sucks or not? Who gives a rat's ass?
Sometimes we're very serious about what we're doing, but when you look,
Oh,
you say,
that's
boy,
good.
that was seriously funny.
Oh my God.
Mr. Borg's shot strikes the official, knocking his glasses to the ground.
Oh my
How
fucking
unfortunate.
God. Somebody help this piece of shit.
Left side. Challenges. Block. Another.
That clock's going slow.
Another block and they'll score the last one.
Was that crazy? We're sportscasting from the Mir space station. Gatorade. Gatorade. Holy W. Bush. I didn't know he was a bass
That's
player.
the fun
Bass
that
player?
attracted
Baseball
a
player.
child of the 50s
I didn't know he played
named
bass
Jerry
ball.
Glanville.
You play bass ball? Okay. I guess the person who did this did the home improvement. This guy looks like a beach boy.
Where I don't want to run in and go to work.
Hey.
And when you have that feeling that there's no drudgery, that you're just
what,
can't
Dennis
wait
Wilson?
to get there.
Is that no?
And, my philosophy is
who's the little
you
short
really don't
squirt?
Have a job. You have some part of your life.
I forget his
that you
name.
enjoy
He's got a
You catching on?
he's got a bit of a Trump
You think so?
thing going on with
Where'd
that
you go to
hair, huh?
school?
With
Where'd
the
you go to
golden
school?
ratio.
What, in Iowa State?
Yeah,
Got the
Iowa
wrong
State.
guy. We were
This is
drafted.
more fun
We
on
won the Iowa
0.75
State quarterback. We took the wrong guy.
percent
Coach,
speed. I should have said 0.75 speed or 75%
He
speed.
went to Iowa.
He went to
I
Iowa.
won the Iowa State.
I went to Iowa State. Doop, doop, doop.
We got the wrong guy. I tell you, that happens in
You
the
got
draft.
the wrong guy, man.
You end up with the wrong guy.
Isn't that in the Crow? We got the wrong guy,
Sometimes you
man.
get the wrong guy.
Wrong guy. I need a laugh track soundboard.
Other times you pick the wrong play.
Brother, get. Oh, this music is hellish.
Sometimes the wrong guy picks the wrong play.
Is anyone following
but it
this?
ends up in the
Sometimes
right
the
place.
wrong ball falls on the wrong field. The wrong guy kicks it with the wrong foot on the wrong shoe.
You just never know. Because that dang ball won't bounce the same way twice.
Oh, you gotta be fucking shitting me.
Really, the ball probably wasn't designed to do what we're doing with it now.
I don't work
I guess
the
if the
door
ball was
with it
round,
now.
we wouldn't have all this fun.
Okay. Dude, how hellish is this? Oh my. No. God. What is that noise, man? Alright. I'm so sorry that I don't have anything else prepared for you.
Not
No.
able to talk to the officials anymore, so now I'm guilty of just
Is this a
staring at them once in a
folly?
while.
This
They've
boring ass
called a couple
interview?
of my
This guy actually gave this
Philadelphia's
interview and
Palestra
bored the
is the
pants
home
off
court of
an
a
entire
unique city
nation.
series called the
What a
Big
what a
Five.
blooper.
Each year, Temple, LaSalle, St. Joseph's, Villanova, and
Fucking college football? No thanks. College sports? No thanks. That's boring. I thought I saw yeah, it looks like Count Chocula.
But he was nothing compared to
It is Count Chocula, man. Slash maybe Inspector Gadget a little bit. Oh yeah, there he is. That's racist. Guys,
I don't know. I'll loosen up.
I mean, I know I called him Count Chocula, but I didn't know that he was Romanian.
as a touring professional, Eli Nastasi was the loosest player to ever
Man, they
grace
can't
the
give this guy a break. It's like, can we get
In a game marked
anything
by
that
somber
says
intensity,
cliche
Ely was
Romanian?
a
Get it.
child at play.
Even
He
if
was
it's
a
not
gifted
quite
athlete and a
there.
Brilliant shot maker who was at one time ranked
He
in
reminds
the
me
world's
of
top 10, but he simply couldn't resist
No
his
Country for
natural
Old Men
temptation
guy a little
to
bit.
have some fun.
That fucking wacky.
Often
Murderer.
he flashed back to boyhood memories of soccer
Often you
in his
flash
native
back
Romania.
to. Oh, it's funny.
His attention span memories of soccer
at the
in his native Romania.
native Romania. I went to this thrift store that was. It was more. It's like Yeah, it is a thrift store. But it's like, you know, they try to do it up a little different. To try to add some community value. So it's not. It's better. It's a variety. It's better stuff than you get at most thrift stores, and they're just trying to get rid of it fast. So like, you know, if you go to Thrifty Shopper, nah, that stuff's been picked through by the hipsters who work in the factory, man. You see them all with their cool T-shirts. You never had a chance. This place I'm talking about doesn't have clothing, so totally irrelevant. But what I did get was this Alex Jones DVD, and it's really interesting actually. Before he went, I mean, this thing is weird. I know it's not like it was shocking because, you know, I've known of. I almost called him Tom Jones, Alex Jones, since The days he was in like Richard Linklater films and stuff. Not that that's cool. It's just I'm old. And I was like, oh, who's that guy? I thought conspiracy theories were kind of fun. But turns out, so anyway, it was kind of like a throwback. And I was like, yeah, I always, I knew that once Alex Jones kind of, what can I compare it to? It's like these people start with like a low-key shtick. And it's really funny, too, because I learned a little more about Alex Jones with this thing. It's called, the fuck is it called? Shit. What's it called? What's it called? It's like, I'm going to look it up because I want to play a trailer for it. It's hilarious, and I think I got a little insight into Alex Jones. But yeah, back in the day, if you don't remember this, Alex Jones, he's out of Austin, Texas. He was just kind of a guy. I guess he knew Richard Linklater. I don't know. But he back in the before he was like denying that Sandy Hook existed or whatever, which is just, I mean, it's like so stupid. But he was way more like it's weird. I'll walk you through some of it. I'm trying to find out what the name of this goddamn what his documentary is, and then I'm gonna bounce. Yeah, he's a hypocrite. Let's put it that way. I mean, it's outrageous. Armageddon. Was it Armageddon? No, it was 2007. So it was Endgame. Yes. Okay. Oh, I didn't know he did. Yeah, so he was in Waking Life in The Scanner Darkly. I don't know what the fucking deal with that was. Why he knew Richard Linklater or whatever. But look at, I'm gonna play this because Alex Jones started out kind of I mean, I don't know what he was. I don't know a lot about the peripheral, like hiding their racism a slightly different way, like kind of lesser political parties. I don't know if he was a libertarian or something. I don't mean to offend anybody. I just don't. But like he's attacking almost he mentions Hillary, but he's attacking almost exclusively like Republicans. It's weird. He's going after George Bush, Ronald Reagan. He's pissing on the altar of Ronald Reagan, which is a big no-no. But I mean, literally everything he's talking about, he sells out so fucking hard over the next, I guess, 10 years, maybe even less. But holy shit, this guy just gave it up. Like, he's talking in this thing. He's showing politicians that I'm sure he has since been like, I really trust him. I really trust him. They got these pinheads in there. Has he ever said pinhead? Pinheads? Guys, salute for Superboy Sunday. Pinheads. They got this guy, Rand Paul. But yeah, anyway, I don't yeah, it's stark how fucking, it's free on YouTube. Oh, there's a little trailer. It's a 2-minute, see, that's great. That's exactly what we need, a 2-minute trailer.
It is a big idea.
I know you can't see it yet. I fucked this up the other day for a segment, but I'm gonna hook you up. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is sort of maybe part of a song you've heard before. It really exists, sort of, in some form.
It is a big idea.
What's the big idea?
In the near future, Earth is dominated by a powerful world government.
Oh my God! Is this directed by Bryan Singer?
Could their objective be world domination?
For thousands of years, the Dark Order grew. Now, as they hail the birth of the New World Order, their great dream of
hail the birth.
90% of humanity is at hand.
killing babies. And the babies. He cares about babies until they're shot in a school.
The elite's plan for world government.
Oh my God, Henry. Okay, I agree. Henry Kissinger's a total fucking bell end, but
Bilderberg is making great progress toward a world government. Only an educated, informed public.
Wait a minute,
can stop them in
guys. I feel like I've got egg on my face. Hold up.
First time,
This is all starting to make an awful lot of sense. What the fuck? This is starting to make sense. I mean, of course I started to play this because I was making fun of it. But guys, this is starting to have a ring of truth. Let's watch more.
Earth's rulers, they have discovered the fountain of youth. Before they can attain it, 80% of us must die.
Must die. So like he's kind of fun still, you know. He's like,
so there can be no escape.
He's like going after old white men. And I watched this whole fucking thing earlier today. My daughter is sick. Turns out it's an ear infection fucking deal, but she's just a little older than one. And my God, it's been rough. So, I just needed to I needed to blow up some steam with Alex. No, I just like what could I watch right now that would just
great dream.
Now that she's asleep, just consume me in one way or the other. So I watched this whole thing. It's fucking hilarious. Number one, he starts out interviewing the motleyest of crew in terms of crusty old white dudes who I guess were in a war. He was like, former U.S. general. It's like, yeah, how long was he a general? How many generals have there been? Like thousands. It's not like popes. It's like, retired U.S. general. He's going to disclose it. And the guy's like, Bilderberg is Bible business, and we're not going to do it anymore. We're going to have to stop it right now. They're like, no. These old guys are like yelling at the fucking, it's like the, Grandpa Simpson yelling at clouds. Literally, they have Alex Jones out. So it alternates between him going to this Bilderberg group meetup and basically annoying the young security people that are like, because it's, off of, there's at some certain point, it's public land and there's people congregating press to get a glimpse of the bill. Who cares, okay? It's just a bunch of fucking financial dudes twiddling their dicks at some, like, retreat every year. And, yeah, whatever. I guess there's some interesting aspects to it. But he's there and he's like, just one part of the documentary is him with this group of old men who look like they were just thrown out of moving vans, like at 60 miles an hour. They're just like, and they're angry and they don't make sense. And one of them keeps calling them the Bilderbergers group. He's like, one of the Bilderbergers. It's like Build-A-Bear, but Build-A-Burger. So that's fucking hilarious. And Alex Jones, bless him, never corrects the man. He's just like, like maybe if he coughs, the audience will think the other guy coughed and it sounded like, Anyway, but it alternates between him basically with a bullhorn. First of all, snapping back at these guys who are like 20-year-old dudes, not white guys. So he's like punching down at basically guys who are not even security. They're just like moving cars along. He's punching down and he's like, oh, we looked it up. The property line's right here. It's like, yeah, but the roads. Can you give the guy a fucking break? So he's harassing dudes who have nothing to do with the Build-A-Bears, and then he goes to and then so he's doing that, and then these limos show up. So I guess there's like a bottleneck at some point where all these powerful elite that are meeting up for the Build-A-Bear group meeting, they all have to kind of like all the traffic bottlenecks through this one area. So he gets basically, it's like when I was 6 years old at the New Kids on the Block concert. If you wait around long enough, you can shout at a limo just about anywhere with anybody in it. So he's like, "We're not your slaves." Oh, did I? Yeah, I did. Sweet. Oh my God, I'm tethered. Hey, Argon, maybe next time give yourself a little more slack in the inner ear monitors because that was embarrassing. Oh yeah, I'm dressed as Superboy today. I don't know if you noticed. Great, the volume was all the way up. That's awesome. Hello. The fuck are you doing, man? Oh, that's to change the batteries? Isn't there supposed to be like a... Hello. I'm embarrassed, guys. Hello? Hello? Oh.
Yeah, we're not your slaves. The new world order will fail. The new world order will fail.
These guys are just sitting in a limousine, like reading a paper. They're like, one guy, he goes up to one guy, he's like,
we're never gonna win. All throughout history, we have stopped the new world order. A new world order right in its tracks.
And it's funny how, so the old white guy is just like, and he just kind of laughed, and then, but Alexis Jones is like,
When I told him that the people aren't gonna stand for his deception anymore, he cackled.
It was just like a guy being like genuinely like, what the fuck are you talking about, eating babies? Anyway, so it goes between him just shouting these really stupid but comparatively fun conspiracy theories compared to what he got into later, where it's like they're going to kill 80% of the people, this shadow organization, and they're old white guys, so you're just targeting old white guys indiscriminately? Fine with me. Totally fine. Perfect. Now, why he started sucking these same old white guys as wrinkly cocks, we'll never know. Have you ever heard the song Hard On for War by Mudhoney? I'd probably get a copyright strike if I played it, but I'm tempted to.
I'm tempted to play it.
But yeah, Alex Jones at this point he's not ruining lives. I mean, he's punching up for the most part, except for when he's encountering anybody. He's like, yeah. And the other hilarious part of his documentary, Endgame,
Armageddon, Endgame, Avengers, Armageddon.
What is it called? Endgame. I can't do his voice. Okay. Cheers. I never drank this earlier. Why didn't you reprimand me? Also, I haven't been checking my comments. I don't know if I have any comments. I've done the world a disservice. I've done bad things.
Avengers Endgame.
Not a single fucking chat. Whew. That hurt my feelings. Man. No, I'm kidding. I don't give a shit. I'm glad. It's a relief that no one cares or likes me. It's a relief. Less for me to do. Anyway, I know I'm like really teasing out this very simple binary statement. I mean, there's two parts to it. I don't know if that fits the term. But this two-parted statement. The other thing that Alex Jones does in this documentary that's hilarious is that he like does a Ken Burns style documentary. So he's attempting to, I mean, I'm giving him a lot of credit if I say he's attempting to like draw parallels between like these historical things and what he considers like a continuing shadow organization kind of threat, but it's a history lesson, so he's got to go through like World War I. He's like the Rothschilds. Like there's a trend for all the people he targets. All right, so that part of him, but then he's such a strategic genius that he keeps on like evoking Hitler as like the end result of the forces he's rallying against. But like he's totally cool with Hitler. That guy totally likes Hitler. So I don't know. It's just like
plausible deniability. We'll throw in Hitler. No one can say I'm an anti-Semite. No one can say it.
we'll have Hitler, and we'll have Flight of the Valkyries play. And, I don't know. Anyway, so he does this and he forgets that he's Alex Jones, because he's doing he starts out, he's like, pardon me. He's like, I don't know if it's the 1800s or Civil War. He's like, in 1818. It's like, there was a Civil War, baby. And then, as he goes along, he forgets he's supposed to be Alex Jones, and he's just doing the narration. He's like, he's like, the battle was, he starts like overpronouncing his T's, and then he's like, I don't know if this guy was trying to get voiceover work. I wouldn't doubt that for a second, considering that he's, a radio guy. And that's how he even got anyone to listen to him, because he happened to be there already. I think so. He just seems like a radio. All we hear is Radio Gaga. Radio was new. Radio, someone still loves you. Yeah, Susan Radio Gaga. So, but he just lapses into this total just narrator voice, and he's like, and they lost the battle. No, he doesn't. He totally buries his accent and buries his thing. So I might just do a whole special on this DVD, because I bought the DVD, so now I think that you're entitled to broadcast a DVD to as many people as you want in any given venue. I think that's what the copyright allows for. Reproduction, yep. Under all circumstances, you can reproduce, I think, those. Sorry. I don't know how to do hair. It's a challenge. Ladies, I feel you, man. I was born with lady hair. I.e., there ain't no just set it and forget it. I can't just set it and forget it. It's basically like learning to walk every day. It's a curse. It's a goddamn curse. Anyway, guys, I really enjoyed my time with you. Before we go, I would like to, we're gonna, Shocking Secrets, the cast of the TV series. This is from 3 weeks ago. 350 views. There's something about Superboy. It's a shocking. They have a a little frame like I do, like a TV frame. So this is just fun. So we're gonna do it. I guess this is somebody just uploaded. What do these YouTubers do? They do video essays. I like how they're like, it's like an essay. These guys, all they did was complain their entire school. Another essay. Now they're like, I do video essays. Oh, no, I love essays. You should take the video SATs, guys. If you're suddenly the scholarly type, all you did was complain. I don't want to take another test. I don't want to do another essay. School is hard. And then I don't know why I'm saying this. I fucking was not a fan of school. I'll tell you that. Police and school. Growing up, no one had to tell me that both of those institutions were bunk. Never liked school, man. Even the teachers, I'm so jealous when people are like, I had the greatest. You were the greatest teacher, and then you got me a job, and then we went into business and started a vineyard together. I never had any teacher. The best teachers, they thought they were. These people are fucking twisted, man. I swear to God, I've been surrounded by narcissists my whole life. I had a teacher acts like she's my best friend, like she's taking a special interest in me, and first of all, if anyone ever tells you about all the potential you have, red flag. There's no such thing. Potential, what they're saying, and my therapist told me this, so I didn't come up with this, but what they're saying is that what you're doing is not good for them. That's all. That's all they're saying when they say that. Okay? That's all they're saying. Anyway, where was I with it? Where was I going with this? See, this is why I need comments. So someone can tell me what the fuck I'm talking about. You see, I have one drop of alcohol, and all of a sudden I'm like, hey, one drink and I'm flying. Get it? It's a Batman movie. I don't even know what I was fucking talking about. That's embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. Well, I guess it's probably a good time to go then. Oh, yeah. Potential. People talking about potential, it's bullshit. They're saying, you have so much potential. So I had this teacher, man, and this is sad because she thought she was like, I mean, what's a movie with a great teacher? She thought she was Gangsta's Paradise. What is that movie? What was that movie called? Gangsta's Paradise? With Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm Michelle Pfeiffer. That's not good. I know it's not good. Sister Act. What was that movie she was in where it's Gangsta's Paradise? This woman thought she was like that. She was like, I'm getting into your mind, but also I can kind of throw it back at you. She was like cool, except for she fucking went out of her way to rat me out. I was the only kid who got in trouble for skipping class because she took such a special interest in me that I had to go to every time. All my friends could skip any class, any day, all day long. We're talking since we were like sophomores with impunity. Every single time I skipped, this lady was perched in her goddamn classroom, which overlooked the parking lot. Every time she fucking turned me in, straight up ratted me out. If anyone's ever like, I did that for your own good, it's a lesson. Anyone trying to teach you a lesson, red flag. I don't care if you're 12 and this sounds like I'm a subversive type. I'll be subversive. I am the Antichrist. I'm sexpistols.com. Look at me. Look at me. If anyone tells you, if anyone fucking tells you that you have potential, that you have potential but you're not doing it, or that they're teaching you a hard lesson, basically, the whole tough love thing, it's over. I'm canceling it. Tough love's canceled. Tough love's canceled. We're not doing it anymore. I've always hated tough love. Oh man, I just saw this headline. It was like, some guy's wife died of cancer. I don't know if it was cancer. It could have been a car accident. It could have been. It could have been that brain-eating amoeba when you jump into a pond. Anyway, the headline was, and yes, it got me. It grabbed me. It baited me. It reeled me in. The headline was that husband is like trying to collect, like trying to like get $400,000 back that his late wife left of her own money. Trying to get my. It's like, what the fuck is up with my hair? Just tell me my hair looks good. How my hair look, B? Yeah. So, I mean, I think the line is, "How's my hair look, Michael?" But whatever. I'm talking to a proverbial B. Anyway, yeah, tough love. I'm trying to tell you that they're teaching you, like, man, run. Tough love's bullshit. Anybody who's like, I did it for your own good, this is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. I don't know who says that outside of a movie. I don't think anyone's ever said that in reality. But like, you know what I mean? Never. The thing is, people aren't evil. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say that people aren't evil. I don't really believe in the concept of evil. I think that's a huge fucking cop out. It's like, yeah, you wish evil existed. You wish evil existed because it would be an explanation. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing us that evil wasn't just tough shit. But yeah, I mean, look, people are out. The people, by and large, and I'm telling you, it takes, especially if you are not. If you haven't, I'd say if you weren't lucky enough to kind of just develop into this through nurture or nature, but like, if you're one of the good ones, if you're one of the good people out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Most people are just they're just looking out for themselves. This is not a shock, but I don't think people realize the depth of that and how the longer some relationships get, the older people get, the longer people wait, the longer people kind of go without or withhold from themselves, the worse they get. And the fact is, I'm going to give you a life lesson. I'm never going to go out there and say people are evil. I'm not even going to be one of those fucking deep, sorry about that, playing with my hair. It's just bugging me. I'm not even going to be one of those fucking people who's like, I like dogs better than humans. That makes me special. No, it makes you a fucking psychopath. You kidding me? You like dogs better than humans? I'm sorry. If you don't think there's a difference between having to kill a dog and having to kill a baby, it's got really dark. And I just probably got removed from YouTube. But like, you're fucked in the head. I'm sorry. You're incorrect. Or you're a fucking raging psychopath. If you're, I do much better with dogs. Why? Because your breath stank? Because you shit outside? What is it? Self-loathing? Bingo! Projection, folks. 90% of people are out for themselves, and I'm not even going to condemn them for it. Like I said, you're fortunate, or you're conditioned, or you've done the work to get out of that cycle and to be a person with integrity. As I've taken my life's journey, and I've, remained uncompromising in my morals and my ethics, truly, like, it hasn't been easy. But the reward is sleeping at night. And the reward is the strength of conviction, because I've earned my stripes, you know what I mean? I examine what I say. I've sought therapy. I've sought understanding far beyond what I could intuit. Because guess what? Your intuition stinks. You're not an intuitive genius. Chances are you're more likely to be a psychopath. But I'm just telling you guys, if you're, this is not meant to depress you. I'm an old man. I have wisdom. I do. I'm not going to say this shit to my daughter like this, but you're not my daughter, so I could be a little more candid, a little more edgy. People don't ever, I'd say until proven otherwise, anything anyone tells you, just know that it's serving their own interest. I know that sounds obvious, but do you really keep track of that? Are you really sure you're paying attention to that? Are you sure you're, I'm not saying to be suspicious. I'm saying to be really suspicious and really paranoid of everybody. No, I'm not kidding. Because like, until proven otherwise, people have so many things that they feel deprived of, or they deprive themselves of, or they feel entitled to. And these things, especially as you get older, especially without therapy, especially without a concerted effort to be a good person, to grow, you know what it's like to be gaslit. And you little stinker, you like it when you gaslight other people. You're like, ooh, I'm going to give it to you. I'm a smug little stinker. I want to give it right back to you. Don't do that. Don't ever let your heart blacken with that shit. I don't. Have I ever been rude? Of course I have. I've said shit that I regretted. I've done shit that I've regretted. I don't know if I believe in regrets. I mean, are you fixing it? Like, shit happens, yeah, but if you really care and you really believe you did a mistake and you feel like you have to atone, there's a lot of work to do that comes way before whatever energy you'd have left to feel guilty. Do the work. Guilt is not having accountability. Yeah, if you're I'm guilty. So people will wear that like a badge. Oh, so you're what? Stunted? Like you can't do anything about it? Anyway, yeah, the thing is like I learned though. You know? For instance, I thought I was real smart. I was always the kid who's like, actually, God is just a construct, and religion is just for people to feel better about the fact that we all die forever. And it came out of fear. And while I was completely right, and my skepticism was warranted, I thought surely nothing could be more like more of like a noble crusade, no pun intended, but to point out to everybody just how ridiculous organized religion is. These are thoughts you have when you're 12 or 10, and you're like, wow, oh my God, I figured it out. This is all bullshit. These are just storybook stories. Yeah, well, when I was flexing my muscles and my newfound, opinion that I was enamored with to my mom, I made her cry. Because I'm talking about how there's no God and there's no heaven. Her mom died like a couple years before that, my grandma. I'm like, so did I ever fucking do anything like that again? Hell no. Hell no. I'm telling you, unfortunately, a lot of people, and I'm not sitting here telling you people suck. I'm a person. I'm not one of those psychopaths who's like, I'd rather sleep with a dog. But I will tell you that, 99% of people are definitely angling for their own interest at your expense, if possible, or just if it just so happens that way. And also, it can be dangerous. So I'm just saying, there's red flags, and why I'm saying this, why I'm specifically kind of hinting at a vague philosophy here, is because I personally have overcome narcissistic, toxic things. It's where I was like held prisoner by people I love and trusted. Not like, guys, I'm not like one of those kids who was found 8 years later after they went missing. They had to like recruit. No, look at nothing like that. I've had no hardship like that, but I have been manipulated by people that I cared for, because I was an innocent guy. I didn't. I lived in the city, New York City, for years, and it was always my dream because John Lennon moved there, and as a kid, I was a huge John Lennon fan. I still am. Obviously, he's just a human being. But when you're young, you're like, oh, that's the thing you do. Acid, the Beatles did acid. Let's do acid. And, turns out it was all correct. That was the right thing to do. Acid was absolutely the right thing for me to do many times. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair again. Look at this shit. I don't even know, because like my image is reversed, so I'm like, it's pointless. But we're seeing some new patterns here, right? This is crazy. You guys have no idea what the fucking nightmare this is. People are like, I'm so jealous that you have great hair. I'm like, great hair? Your brain can't comprehend what you're looking at. So your deepest dreams are of this hairstyle. Like, I don't know. You're putting this, I don't know. Okay, I have great hair. What do you want me to say? But it like Uncle Jesse, it takes a lot of work. So anyway, watch out for people. Red flags. Oh, your potential. Nope. Tough love. No one who cares about you is ever gonna need to like. I'm being serious. Like, I try not to make too many generalizations, but I will say, a lot of times, I've known people who are like, I just think this new person is really bad for my friend, and I can't hold it in anymore. And you're like, What's wrong with them? Are they abusive? They're like, no, but I just know they're going to cheat, and they're just not. And it's like, no. And honestly, even if you think that they're a cheater or whatever, I mean, sure. Say something. You don't want to hold it. But, like, trying to, like, look, man, at what cost do you interfere with someone? I have had so many people interfere with really important individual choices in my life, just and command authority and be like, and use my trusting nature to give me a bad idea just because they feel like it. People will give you a bad idea just because they feel like it, and people don't like ambition. Looking back, I've always been an ambitious guy, but for the right reasons. Not an ego trip type of thing, you know what I mean? But everybody, that I worked, everybody I worked with, that's just silly. But like I would, it wouldn't be uncommon to come across collaborators that it'd quickly become apparent that they were trying to keep me and the endeavor small, and you see that, like, I'm just saying, I'm giving you this advice because no one gave it to me. It took me until I was like 38 until I actually lived a day. Like, I don't know how else to put it. I'm not gonna say that I had the worst life anyone's ever had. I'm gonna say, like, I have a sensitivity. I lived a life of pain. Like, and looking back on it, if I knew one friend who woke up, anybody even a coworker, somebody I didn't even care for. If I knew one person who woke up feeling like I did every day, if I knew one person who woke up like that once, I'd do my best to intervene to try to help. And that's not to say that people should help. I'm not saying because no one helped me or whatever. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying, like, I get it. And there's a lot of advice you're not going to hear out there because people don't want you to succeed. And I'm talking about even people whose jobs that it is to help you succeed. If you ever think you're going to get a straight answer from anybody, I mean, you count those mentors that you have, count those people, those teachers, if you have an experience like that. I don't, because no teacher in my life ever fucking even actually tried. And in fact, they were more harmful. And that's just my experience. Like I said, I know a lot of people. I know teachers and family and friends of family and family of friends and pets of friends, of family friends, and second cousins twice removed from the database. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, a lot of teachers are great. Obviously, I am jealous of that. That's how I started this whole rant off, because I had... Look, I didn't give you the sob stories. I gave you, like, the quickest ones, the easiest ones to rattle off. I'm going to write a biography. So I have encountered, man, people have tried to trip me up, stop me dead in my tracks. And look, I swear to God, I promise you, I hope there's someone young watching right now who needs advice. I swear to God, if anyone's telling you to stop what you're doing, provided you're not hurting anybody, obviously, or hurting yourself, don't mistake concern. But if anyone demonstrates, distaste at what you love, or just a general exhaustion with what you care about, get the fuck away from them. And the other thing is, don't take advice from anybody. You know what you do? If you find a mentor or someone in a position where they have nothing to gain but their own enrichment, you'll know it when you see it, and embrace those. Trust your those people who are out there that are good, like me. But the other thing is, like, read. Do your own research. Look at history. Look at trends. Look at patterns. No one's going to do that for you. They're going to tell you what they want to hear, what they want to tell you, what they want to believe in the moment. People are so fickle. They'll give you different advice every day. Do me a favor. if you've got a friend or family member where you're like, I'm not so sure this person has my best interest, come up with like a problem to ask them about that you need advice on, right? And change it up a little, just enough so they don't know that you're, the concept is identical. But just make up a scenario and ask them for advice. And ask them on a rainy day. Ask them on a day when they just got laid. Ask them on a day when they didn't get the narcissistic fuel that they needed to feel, I don't know, less like a human cavity. But yeah, and then see what they say, because you'll notice that people like that, it's not hard to trip them up, because if they're just giving advice, they'll remember every word you say in a certain circumstances, and they'll analyze it. Some types of narcissists anyway will analyze it after the fact. The vulnerable narcissists will go over a conversation in their head over and over, and and then they'll pop on the phone and they'll be like, say, remember when you said this? And you're like, oh, fuck, they've been stewing about that dumb comment. And you get like that feeling of like, you get goose pimples all up your spine. Yeah. That's not good. But otherwise, if they're just hearing themselves talk, they don't care how many times they've said the same thing. In fact, they've refined it. So if you can get them on that level, they won't notice that you're playing them. But see what they do. See how their advice changes. See how if you insert someone that that they respect, that they consider as someone to look up to, whereas you're just the friend who's shit on or the family member who's shit on, replace that person that they want to impress, that they personally feel like they need to look better in front of, look great in front of. Replace that person with you in the story and see how they react, because chances are they're going to give you different advice. Be like, I think that person should go for it. You only live once. Anybody who tells you to wait on a dream, it's not the right time, I promise you 100% of the time, they are wrong. 100% of the time. It's not a question. This is a thing you can just know. If someone says, why don't you wait to go to that school you want to go to? Why don't you wait to take that job? Why don't you're living in a toxic environment? Why don't you wait to quit that job until you find another job? If you can't sleep at night because your job is assaulting you, more or less, don't listen to people's advice. They're gonna keep you small 90% of the time. Like I said, there's ways to kind of suss out, trust the people who are good, like me. But I'm saying 90% of the time, they're going to give you advice to keep you small, to keep your ambition in check. Red flags, guys, going over this again. Someone talks about your potential. You have so much potential. It's just like, you're not doing what I want you to do. Red flag. It's false. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Someone calls you lazy. Bullshit. No such thing. There's no one out there who wants to do nothing. That's not the human condition. Unless they have a brain fucking malfunction. I'm not kidding. The idea that you're going to point out someone's lazy, fat chance you don't know shit. You have no idea. So many, mental health issues are impossible to detect, and no one will give a shit enough. But these people have to go to work. I've had to go to work when I felt like I was in Vietnam, The days that I had to do that, to get up day after day after day, when I felt like I didn't have any safe harbor in the fucking world, those are killers, man. That's awful. No one should have to go through that. Ever. But anyway, look. I'm going to ease you into my philosophies, but I promise you I speak the truth, and I am a human. I am a humanist, and I am a you-ist. I want to only give you the best advice. Someone calls you lazy. There's no one that's ever been lazy. No one. Maybe they don't want to if they don't want to do the job. Maybe they can't stomach your fucking authority. Maybe they are hopelessly depressed. Maybe they feel like they're in Vietnam every day. It's like, oh, you just want to sit around and smoke a bong and yeah, probably because that person like literally can't function because of the trauma that they had nothing to do with. This is a dog-eat-dog world, and we need more of a pet dog world, a dog-cuddle dog world. I'm going to force everyone to be sensitive. No. This whole idea that, oh, you're too sensitive, teaches a bad lesson. That parent with the $400,000 trying to take it from their own kids that their dead wife gave because it sends the wrong message. That person is damned, and they don't care. They're like, 400 grand? Yeah. I'll take some dings to my reputation for that. Because, like, at the end of the day, I could stand on ceremony. Sounds like something a lot of people have said. You know, people who are in the position to withhold from others. Yeah, they say a lot of shit, huh? They make a lot of sense of a senseless act. They think about it a lot. They think about it. Because they can't be that sneaky, self-serving SOB, little stinker, without some planning and strategy. Guys, thank you so much for the Superboy Sunday. This is too bright. I don't know. I wish I didn't throw those sunglasses away. Anyway, guys, I love you so much. I was going to say I'm sorry for rambling, but I'm not. I'm not. I want to help you. All right, guys, let's